Hey Sunny Solution fans, I've had several people ask me for a recipe, so I'm going to share that tonight. If you're watching this live, give me some hearts and likes. If you're watching on the replay, make sure you do a hashtag replay. Right now has been kind of a strange time of year, and a lot of people are struggling with respiratory issues and sinuses, or just feeling like they can't breathe. And then they're also running into problems because their job, they have to wear masks for long periods of time. And so I've got a mask spray recipe to help refresh the mask. So we're going to cover a couple of areas of health by using this mask spray. It will help clean the mask, so to speak, in between washing. So sometimes you wear it longer than you'd like and you need to freshen it up a little bit. And then the other thing is it'll help open up your airways so that you can breathe better. So I have 4 different oils to show you tonight. And then I've got a spray bottle right here. And I have it most of the way filled with distilled water. You don't have to use distilled water. I just prefer, because then I know there's no additives in the water. Sometimes city water has things you don't know what's in it, and I don't want to be breathing that. So the first oil I'm going to put in is rosemary. So rosemary is a really powerful oil, and we don't even realize it. We just think, oh, that's a cooking herb. But rosemary is good for fatigue. It's good for the adrenal system. It is helpful for all things respiratory. The other thing I like about rosemary is really good for emotional support. So anytime we're facing a lot of change where we have to adapt, rosemary is helpful for adapting. And then let's see, I had another note. Oh, and it's also helpful for headaches. So really good oil to add in. And I'm gonna do 10 drops of rosemary into this bottle. Okay, there's 10 drops of rosemary. And then the next oil I'm going to talk about is lavender. And a lot of people are familiar with lavender. And the lavender is known as the oil of communication. And it's kind of a funny name, but it helps us to relax and be able to listen better. And so lavender is good for our stress response. The other thing people don't realize, lavender is helpful with all kinds of breathing issues, especially if you find that you have, how would I put this? So if you're exposed to things and your body reacts to it, like allergy type symptoms, you could use lavender. And so I'm going to put 10 drops of lavender in that. So it's a really good seasonal support. Whenever you struggle with that type of breathing issue, definitely use some lavender. And then the next oil I'm going to talk about is tea tree. Tea tree used to be called Melaleuca with doTERRA, and they renamed it tea tree. And so I'll put 10 drops of tea tree in here. So tea tree is a really powerful oil, very good for the immune system. So if you think about what kind of things grow on the gym floor when you go to the gym and they get on your feet, tea tree will take care of those type of issues. So when you're breathing into a cloth and it's damp all the time and it doesn't dry out properly, those same kind of things can grow inside of this cloth on your face. So tea tree is a must-have when you want to keep healthy airflow through your mask. And then the last oil that I'm going to talk about is the peppermint blend. And so peppermint is one of our top oils to help with the respiratory system. It is found in the Breathe blend as well. And peppermint, we know, helps with digestive issues. And I like to call this the buoyant heart oil. So right now, sometimes we're just going through the motions to try to get through the day. And peppermint will help energize you. It'll help you open up those airways so you can breathe better. And so this is a great oil to add to your mask spray also. And I'll just put 10 drops in here as well. And then when we're done, I'll top this off with some water with my funnel and then put the spray top on. And this is a pretty good size spray bottle. I believe it's a 2-ounce spray bottle. And so you want to shake this bottle really well every time before you use it, because obviously oil and water don't mix. And then lightly spritz the inside of the mask. So hold it at a distance because you don't want to saturate this. You don't want it wet against your face. So you just want a real light mist. And that's all you need. And then you can put the mask on. So the next question is, what if you wear a paper mask and you're afraid that you're going to get it wet? So the other thing that I came up with, you could use like the Breathe Touch roller. There's also a peppermint touch roller, or you could make your own custom roller with these same 4 oils, just make it a little less recipe. But this is nice because you can roll a little bit on your finger and apply right around your nose. And then you can put your mask on. And that way you'll have that respiratory support with the oil right underneath of your nose. And I recommend using some type of a touch roller or making your own with fractionated coconut oil in a roller so that when it's on your skin, one of the things is you want it to be able to absorb slowly. And so the fractionated coconut oil will keep that on the skin to allow it to absorb. If you just put the oil on straight, which you can do with lavender and peppermint and tea tree, rosemary might be a little bit more cooling, but it'll flash off faster, so it won't last as long. So if you use some oils in a roller with the coconut oil, it'll help it to absorb into the skin a little bit longer. So that was a couple options that I thought of, whether you don't want to spray your mask, you know, if it's a paper disposable mask, or if you want something that's easy to use. This is also, if you shake it, it's a good freshener for your room. And also you can use it to add a little extra cleaning to your surfaces as well. You can spritz everything down before you go to bed at night. So this is a real multi-purpose sprayer. And then you can just use a label or address label or whatever and put on here what it is. And then I cover it with a piece of clear packing tape. So super simple. And the other thing is, if you didn't have these 4 oils here, feel free to just use whatever you have of these. And then, or if you had the Breathe oil in the 15 mil, you could just use the same thing in here. So the 40 drops in here. And then, or you can use the Breathe Touch roller. So anyway, if you have some questions, let me know. And also, if you try this, let me know what you think of the recipe. And I hope that you stay healthy and well. And I look forward to seeing you real soon. Have a great night.